Hello, Danielle. Gayatri says, is G the one for me? It seems so. I would say that there's less imagination here. This person's pretty practical. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, and you are lovable. There you go. Hello, Samira. Mapara says, is Abdullah Thick Gemini cheating on you? There is a possibility that this person's cheating on you. Though saying that, it says it's safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all, and this situation involves a marriage. So there you go. All about Maine says, may I have a general read? You are very welcome to have a general reading. Okay, so it seems like you're going pretty well in your life. You're continuing on. There's something that you are struggling right now with that you should walk away from. It's just too much. And it's not getting you anywhere. You're just directing thought at it. There's a high amount of manifestation here for you as well. So there you go. Rupali says, will I clear second round of the interview on the 10th of November? That Nikhil Sharma will take, and if he will select you last round for interview. It feels like this is a life choice that you're not choosing to take yourself. It feels like you're really not that confident. And so the confidence will kind of not give you that success. You will get chosen for this round. You just need to be a little bit more confident in yourself and not get nervous, because I think when you're very nervous, you overtalk or you overspeak, and that's going to fail you for that round, you know. Positive Vibes Tarot says, hello, how are you? I'm good, thanks. General love reading for Eliza Fatima, please. There seems to be a King of Swords coming in for Lisa. There's also the Hierophant in reverse. So this person's very independent. They like bucking a lot of the social norms that they subscribe to. So they tend to be their own person. The advice for you, right, well, Eliza, is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life and worth waiting for. Divine timing is a work in your love life. So there you go. Enchantress, should I fill my form? For the exam, I'm nervous if I should. Okay, there's a little bit of self-deception here. Okay, you're biting off a lot more than you could chew with this exam, and you're also being very self-deceptive. So these two things are not like you're seeing this exam very clearly. You're seeing it through a reflection that's not particularly the right way to go about it. But happiness and joy, it seems like overall, Empress, you should do this. But do realize that because your filters, the way that you filter things, it's coming back overwhelmingly negative, and you're not really focusing on the things that you can do instead of the things that you can't. Meditate and contemplate and bring love into this situation. So there you go. It could be that you shouldn't do all of this alone, and you should ask people to mentor or support you. SB says current feelings of Navas. Thank you guys so much. Last alive, we are down about 250 watch hours until the YouTube is monetized. So thank you so much for staying on and having a great time. So SB, this is your question. So it justice in reverse. You are being very harsh on yourself right now. So that is one of the things that I would feel for you is that Navas is bringing out your insecurities. There is a feeling like you're focusing on the future when you should focus on the present. With Navas, you're also journeying or traveling. So this is interesting because there's a lot about you in this instead of them. New person has stirred your romantic feelings and religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So at the moment, it seems like you should be working a lot more with the vase, because even though there's nothing really coming up for this person, I think it's just because there's a lot of mystery surrounding this person. So I would feel like there's a lot of like warming up to do with this person in general, cause there doesn't seem to be a lot of reciprocation right now for this person. So their kind of emotions or feelings are shrouded from me right now. Um Alexandra says Hanger Scorpio's current feelings and future actions. There's a lot of over flirtation with this connection, and this is because this person hasn't healed from their last connection or romantic connection. So they're overdoing it right now, but they should kind of go back and sever the connection that they have in the past, because it feels like this person hasn't kind of let go of the past to move on with you. So that's hard because they still have someone in their mind. Codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in a love life. There's also that you might be more distraction at the moment than full on commitment. Do you realize that you might need to explain to this person what you want in a relationship, because at the moment they're not really subscribing to any kind of commitment or anything like that. How much should I pay for paid reading? I do paid readings for £5. They are short. They are 6 cards normally, and you have a 5 paragraph reading. So, so that's the normal time for the paid reading. Aldonia says hello, General, please. Okay, so Aldonia, how you going? There's a feeling like you're really cutting yourself off from ideas. There's also stresses. There's a lot of stress right now in your environment, and there's a feeling like you're stepping away from society and people. Um, a lot of this comes down to you aren't generating ideas. There's a idea blockage when it comes to you. It could be just because you are focused very much on the practical, and you're not working on the what if I get this. How should I pay you? I have Ko-fi. You can do that monthly subscription. Do I actually have my link tree up? So you could do Ko-fi, you could do PayPal. If you do PayPal, you put your email address so I can contact you through it. It's time to take action, and nothing will come of this situation. So nothing bad will come of this situation for you. DT says, does Pocket J ever plan everything, have a plan regarding our marriage? This person's really not excited about marriage. There's also a feeling like you're not listening to this person when they talk to you about marriage, so there's kind of like a little bit of war between you guys. And there's juggling. So this person's juggling love and money. So there's a lot of commitments this person has other than the thought of marriage. So a lot of times, what's it been really highlighted in the readings so far is that guys are very much like, if I can't afford to look after anybody, I really don't want to commit to a marriage because I don't want this person to suffer or yeah. Um, so give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, and divine timing is in love, work in your love life. So there is probably honest discussion about what like a marriage life would look like between you guys, and maybe talking about money because that's going to be a big factor whether you guys get married. Hi, Cass. Hi, Butterfly. How are you? Fatima says, will he call me or text me in the month of November? There is the temptation here, but I feel like no, because this person's very much in their mindset of making money. And they're really not in the mindset of thinking about family, thinking about actually having a romantic relationship right now. So you might not be romantically involved, but this person's like put everything else, their relationships, on back burner. Expectations are running high and expect powerful change. So it could be that this person will slow down after December, because there might be some really big stressful things coming up for them in work. Rapali says, if selected for the last round of the interview, will I clear the last round? Okay. The thing is that Rapali, this depends on you. Because we still see some major things. There is this over talking, which was highlighted in the last cards. So I think you need to moderate your nervousness when it comes to interviews because you tend to overtalk. There's a feeling here of being judged by peers. So I think there's a lot of things that you could ask friends, like a lot about like how you come off and how you dress, because your peers will tell you honestly how you are perceived, like in visuals. There's also a feeling of like letting go and walking away. And this can be the most mentally powerful thing in your arsenal because you usually get what you want when you don't want it anymore. When you feel like you have more options out there, there's a lot of times that becomes very powerful because you have this thing like, I don't care, there's more out there. And this gives you that powerful edge of being very confident in your interview because you're not really like overdoing it, you know. So that's what I would say from the cards. But overall, I think if you did all of this, you would definitely clear it. No worries, you get it. Mahini says, why is AJ being deceptive after my last birthday wishes I sent him and are running away from me? Current feelings. There feels like there's new love in this person's life. There's also mental struggle. This person's really growing their own person. So I feel like that they don't want to tell you what's going on. because you might get hurt, you might get upset, but it feels like there is a new shifting in this person's life, especially around love. Express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. There you go. Poocha says, hi, what's coming towards me in love? Okay, so there is a feeling like you already had someone's heart that you did not accept, you actually pushed that away. There's a feeling of getting constantly judged when it comes to relationships by friends or family. There's a lot of like pressure on you when it comes to relationships. I think the thing with you, Pooja, is you might really talk a lot about like things in general, but you don't tend to be really working on the same page. You don't seem to be wanting that commitment as much. You talk very pretty, but I think if you really wanted something, you would have to be a little bit more like, I want this, and walking away. So it feels like at the moment you're more playing in your romantic relationships than actually being more serious. Deception, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and you deserve love, you're lovable. So it feels like this is time for you to walk away from things that you know and kind of become different when it comes to your love life. Actual Girl says, hello ma'am, does AJ tell his friends about me? Current intentions, please, thank you. This person doesn't tell their friends very much. There's also a feeling like he doesn't tend to disclose the good parts of your relationship. There's a lot of like chaos or something like that. This person keeps a lot of their romantic relationships to their chest. They tend to not tell other people. There's also a high priestess. So this person's manifesting. So like their friends probably know that they have a girlfriend, or like whoever you are, they kind of know that you exist, but they don't tend to openly tell them a lot about you. Super High says, will I have to join the company which I have got, or will I have a new job before I get that company? So that's a very confusing question. Okay. Will I have to join the company which I've got, or will I get a new job before joining that company? Honestly, I feel like you don't really want this job. Like, that's one thing that I would definitely feel from this, is you don't really want this job. And cards are like, you can go on your own, so there's like stretching out, like exploring your own way, and a feeling of being cared and protected. So it's like forge your own path because you are being looked after. So if there's something that would be more to your liking, that's going to come in. You just need to be a little bit more positive with this. Paige says, hi, will me and Taryn, the Sagittarius, have a talk about where we stand in the next 4 weeks? There might be some dodging around this issue for sure. I don't think they're on the same page as you for sure. There's a feeling like they like this being so open, you know, instead of being so closed. This person might be more running away from commitment because they aren't ready yet. They're not maybe more mentally ready. Let your friends help you ask and accept support from others. Playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. But do you realize that this person might not be ready to talk about that? Butterfly says AK's feelings for me and what can I expect for the coming month from him? It feels like this person's like carried on without you and you're left by yourself because the cards are highlighting more about you than them. And it's saying keep calm, carry on, invest in yourself and release yourself from the mental struggles. The mental struggles will be released. There's nothing about this person I feel in this. Your love life is being affected by children or childlike behavior, and finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I do feel like this person's kind of moved on. Sandy says, can you do a love reading for the next 6 months? I'm Pisces. Will my Libra partner and I reconcile in the next 6? I feel like this person will come back to you, but there's no feeling like you're approaching this the right way. You should just allow this person naturally to come back in. No attention drawn to this, because the more that you'll feel like you'll rush this connection and it will go wrong. But it seems like your fights and arguments and like them getting more distance from you is over. So I do see that happening for your next 6 months. This could be in the next 3 months, I feel. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, and calling in your soulmate, your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you bring you closer together. Samira, you need to ask the question again. I did do one of yours. I remember that. Richie says current feelings of Adash. What exactly does he want? From me, we have a third party too. Okay, so yeah, this person's, there's a lot of arguments, a lot of fights. There's also new love. So yeah, you're right that there's a third party. Wheel of Fortune, the cards say to just choose where the universe goes. So the universe is guiding you to a better place, a better choices and stuff like that. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you right now. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Nine of Pentacles, hello, what are the current feelings of B for you? There's a feeling like this person's struggling quite a lot mentally. There's also like letting go of a lot of their struggles. So when it comes to you, And they might be a little bit overwhelmed. They just don't know what to do. And I think they really genuinely want this connection. It's just a little bit more harder for them to express things and to open up. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Children, your love life is being affected by children or childlike behavior. This person's really trying, but you might need to step up and take up a lot more of this romantic connection because they need that time. They need to be a little bit more open with you. Samir, where's your question? Because I will be doing people. Okay. Samira says, is Baba really in work in Dubai? Will Baba remain honest with me in Dubai? No cheating. Yeah, I think that, of course, this person's going to remain honest. They're very loyal to a fault and they know how to moderate their behavior, Samira. And Bob, yes, I feel like this person is going to move to Dubai and they're going to work there. They want to earn as much money as little time as possible, and it seems like at the moment that's probably the best place to go for them. So they know that that's the case. They also have to juggle money with love. Soulmate, this is your soulmate, and getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there you go. That's your reading for you. Sorry that it took 4 years, 4 hours. Butterfly says, can you check if he really did move on or the universe wants me to focus more on myself? Okay, so this person's very orientated towards you, but the cards say that you might be on different priorities right now. This person might not still want a family or that kind of connection. And the cards say, yeah, to grow yourself more. So it feels like at the moment that having that distance, growing that yourself will bring that person more romantically towards you. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you bring you closer together. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So there you go. Nikita says, I had an interview today at Scalar. Do you see Scalar offering me a job with salary I expect in this November? Okay, so it feels like there's a life choice you're not choosing to choose when it comes to this relationship. So that's one thing that I would feel for this is, yeah, and kind of getting scared about people. You don't have a lot of confidence when it comes to this interview. You also don't feel like you're worthy enough of this job. And I think this is what the life choice is telling you, is to be more confident in yourself, know you're worthy of this job. A new romantic cycle begins, so you might not get this job, but because you've gone to the interview, it's going to be a more of an interesting thing. You'll know a lot more about the answers that people want to ask you. Meditate and contemplate. So there's a lot of like mental gymnastics that you have to go through. And I think working on that kind of ego, working on the confidence of yourself will definitely change whether this job is yours or whether it's not. Pridyaka says, current feelings and next actions on my boyfriend. And Nung. When will he call, or is there some other girl? this person's life is seriously needing a little bit more like control. They're very much out of control right now, and they need time to rein it in. So like they need to really focus on that. But there's a lot of love for you and this connection. So this person will contact you very soon. It just feels like they're trying to work a lot more on what they've got to do to cope right now. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life and passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there you go. Schlock says, will Vitsha come my girlfriend within 2022? I feel like no, that there feels like there's a difference or block here when it comes to asking or approaching this person. So that's one thing that I would definitely feel for you, is that you get too cold, like scared, and you hide away from this connection. So you don't approach this person at all, and you see no options to approach this person. So I would say no, and it's based on that you get in your way. You trip yourself up. You overthink this, and that's why you don't get that connection, you know. Madeline Lee says, will my Pisces and I reconcile his feelings? Will there be communication soon? Okay, will there be... Yes, there is going to be communication soon. I feel like this person's going to be trying to really work on this relationship. They're also not scared of what other people think about this connection. So I do feel like this person's going to be coming back quite strongly. Soulmate, this is your soulmate, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So there you go. Rita says, hello, gorgeous. Is it right for me? Thank you, Priyanka. Uh, Sorry, Arita. Is it right for me dating Verena, or is there new love for me? I feel like there is quite a lot of love around you right now. There's also that you need to rethink their approach when it comes to Reina. But I think in general, like, this stage is set. Like, there's a lot of people that would be very, very interested in you right now. So, but there's a feeling like you would have to work a little bit harder to bring people in. Passion, allow your heart and souls to sing with joy. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, and healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So there you go. Sorry, guys, that it takes me so long to get to everybody's, and thank you for staying on for so long. I'm down to 250 watch hours. If you think about that, it's not that lot, but every single hour that you're here counts towards the unlocking of the YouTube monetization. That means that I can pay my bills a little bit more. Because, what is it? At the moment, gas prices here in the UK are crazy. If you don't know, my electricity and gas at the moment, £7 every single day. And this includes, like, obviously my streaming, it goes up a little bit more. To keep warm, I'm wearing a coat right now. Like, if we stopped all the gas, I'd be like rugged up and I'd be like shivering, but like You would be able to hear me because I'd be like. Matsu says, new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Please reply. Next 2 months reading for you. Okay. So next 2 months seems very, very positive. The star is a wish fulfillment card. This could be also growing things outside yourself, planting the seeds, waiting for them to grow, watering them every day. Ace of Pentacles, there is a new monetary offer coming in for you, something that will make you a lot of money. The Hangman in reverse, you're scared of letting go of something and naturally falling into something else, Mansu. And this is holding you back from things that could come in your life that are really positive, but because you're holding yourself back in fear, then it doesn't always help you. Believe in the impossible. Nothing's yet set in stone, so there's no particular faith path for you, and time to give rather than take. One thing that people do believe, if you're slightly more religious, is the act of tithing. So giving away 10% of your income to bring in more money. So there you go. J. Mary Phoenix says, Jessica, what are Brandon's future actions towards you? Yes. Okay, so what are Brandon's future connections? There was a feeling like this person was approaching you quite strongly in the past. There was a feeling like this person wanted attention, but not always trying to get it the right way. There's also a feeling like this person's heart is full. They want this connection, but because they haven't really cleared their space in their heart for you, you keep bouncing off, and they try to like bring you into their heart connection, but you keep bouncing off, and it's not, they haven't realized that they have to let go of people, clear space for you to come in. A lot of times people think that relationships are only time investment, but you also have to invest the emotional part of yourself as well. There's a feeling like you should just be wise enough to kind of step back and allow this person to figure this out on their own. There's a feeling like this person has to mature and grow in their romantic journeys. Let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you romantically attractive. Okay, so Sonia says, how does subject feel about me more than friends? Okay, so does this person love you more than friends? You're very focused on this person, and there is a yin and yang partnership, so you're very close. 2 of Cups, I would say, yeah, more than friends. There's so much energy when it comes to both of you. You're putting a lot more of yourself in this relationship. But yeah, there's definitely this connection, very strong connection between you both. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance and playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. There you go. Portia says, what should I expect from me and P this month? If you haven't been answered in a little while and you're just like spamming your answer and you're like, oh, she hasn't seen me yet, go grab a cup of tea, come back, you know. It does tend to slow down in about two hours. Leave the chat window open, because then you're part of the watch hours. Thank you so much. But do take a break if you're feeling, I'm not getting seen, you know. I will see you. It just takes me a while, okay? Portia says, what's happening with you and P for the next month? There's a death card, so there's a cycle ending for both of you, which is very good. So things are new, things are going to come in that are a little bit more exciting. There's a feeling of growth here, you both working on things that will grow you as people. So this seems to be a singular journey, but also a together journey. Page of Pentacles, you'll be working on your finances, fleshing those out a lot more. It's time to really tap into learning a lot more about financial knowledge instead of just sitting there going, that's not for me. Trust, this situation is calling for you to have faith and calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you bring you close together. Okay? Okay, 13 says, when is Omar going to contact me? His intentions. I feel like this person's really not focused on you. There's a feeling like they're seeing a bigger picture when they should focus on the tiny details. Their attentions towards you at the moment are very much they're focusing on the future, not on the present. And they also need to clear and declutter. So I wouldn't say that they're not going to contact you soon. It's just that they've got quite a lot of things that keep them like away from you and not in constant contact. So even when they contact you, I feel like it's not going to be overwhelmingly like romantic. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Now, those are for you, not for Omar. So Melody says, what are Aaron's energies towards me? Taking out the pendulum here. Uh, so what Aaron's energies towards you, says Melody. Okay, there's addiction here for this person to always accept relationships that feels like this person doesn't like being alone. Also, they see no options, but they tend to be better on themselves. Oh, yeah. So overall, this person does want to be in a connection, not by themselves. It's safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all. An engagement. This love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So, do you realize that this person, even though they might have a lot of bad habits because they expect someone to look after them, then they let go of themselves? Okay, you're very welcome, Melody. Hello, what does my sister Ankarit feels about her career? Okay, so it seems like it's very high earning. She knows a lot about her career. She's very professional when it comes to her work. The one thing that is holding her back is she's not very extroverted, and her career would go very, or her, yeah, her possibilities, her skills would be more useful if she's more extroverted. But overall, like, her career is going very, 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 very strong. I don't want the romantic angels card. It's not a relationship. Communication's key. Confidence is her key to success, and her commitment is being tested. So there you go. But I feel overall she's very, very suited to what she does. Maria Ann says, question 1, how will the meeting me and N go? How will he feel when he sees me, and what would he do? Okay, so it seems like there's a lot of interesting things. You guys have talked to each other for a very long time, Maria. And so therefore it's going to be very over the top, very very strong emotions there. And so therefore it's going to be crazy. Crazy good, but you know, it's going to be crazy. You guys probably will go through the whole day and not remember much at all because you guys will be so hyped to see each other. There's also a feeling like this person would want to come back and see you again, Maria, and so it feels like this is going to be one of the next kind of like outings or things like that. Time apart from your partners on horizon, so you might be like long distance, and new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So there you go. Okay, so Asha says, when will AM contact me? I love this person. Okay, when will AM contact you? There feels like this person's not really working on this partnership, even though they're very emotionally involved in you. Um, so there's a feeling of that. There's also this disconnection. They're really chasing one part of their lives, not a romantic love. So it feels like they've over chosen money over romantic love right now. Flirt, extend your heart light-hearted energy to others, and reconciliation. Someone from your past is turning to your love life. Do realize this might be the case just because they're not really in balance right now. And do realize that the easiest way for people to come back is to move on. You know, a lot of times we give the people a chance, we give them a backdoor opening, and so therefore they know that they've got us, you know, and the easiest way is just to be like, I've moved on, you know? Bahrain, your question is, it's just taking me a while to answer it, sorry. Ipsium says, hello, can I get a job in Switzerland in 2023? And will Samurai Gemini? That's two questions in the same one. Guys, I will be a little bit more, you know. Okay. Will you get a job in Switzerland? At the moment, you're scared of this, and it's also causing you anger and frustration. So, at the moment, like, you want this, but you don't want it at the same time. Adjustments are being required, and conclusions are within reach. So I would just sit there and go, if you really want to move and you really want to do this, you should move and then figure it out later. Or, you know, stuff like that. Hello, Yajni. There's also this feeling like this person will contact you soon. The person that you asked for, but they don't seem to be wanting like a very strong connection with you. So do you know that they are thinking about you and will contact you soon? But it seems like they're kind of not really wanting that very strong contact between you two. So there you go. DK says, is there a chance of a prince being my future spouse? Maybe the Prince of Bel Air. I'm kidding. How many princes are in the world? There's like, okay, you have Arabian princes, so there's a lot of them. Um, Whether you want to marry them right now, because most of them are broke because the the places have kicked them out. Harry, well, he might get a divorce. It might be a little bit too old for you. Um, Denmark's got some, but they're probably too young. Um, where else is there? There's probably quite a lot of princes, but I'm not thinking about them. So, here's your answer. It's a very unique question. Um, there is a possibility that you marry someone that is a nobility of some kind. I don't think that a prince might be on that thing, but you marry someone that's got connections to a royal family of some kind. There is time apart from you and this person, but makes the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. But yeah, I do feel like you'll get the thing that you want. It's just more like disconnect between a prince. Um, I feel like nobility is probably where you're going to be going. Swedish gem. I always see your name and think Swedish fish. Hope you're doing fit and fine. Prince is my. Well, you're definitely going to get Prince. DK. It's definitely a thing. Sorry about that, but yes, there's the love things in there, so you definitely get the Prince. Should I talk to him in a way I will talk to everyone and act like the past didn't bother me, or should I be more reserved? No, I think that you should be very honest about your feelings. Mostly because that will be um an easier way for you to talk through, and you will feel more healed from this. Um, it might not change this person's life, but it'll definitely change yours. Okay? So that's what I would say about it. Um, but yeah, and then you actually choose your life choice that you have not been choosing because you've been holding on to this for so long. 13 says, when is Othman going to contact me? His current feelings and intentions. This person's going to take their time. They know that you're very focused on them, so they're focused on the future, they're not focused on the present. The wisest thing right now is not to really let it bother you. You deserve love, you're lovable. And forgiving and learning, as you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So there you go. Give me the best response though. Well, then do it. Hell yeah. Gemini says, hello, what does Sagittarius feel about our connection? Oh, definitely strong. It's like you are so passionate, so outgoing. This person feels like that they're kind of trying to hold you down to stop you like escaping and running away, you know? And this, you know how you feel like a rodeo clown and the person's got the bull and the bulls keep on pulling him? This is what this person feels like because you're so awesome. Your feet doesn't touch the ground. You just like keep on going, you know. Um, but this person thinks you're very amazing, really hot, you know. Lisa, I will definitely do your question after this. Thank you so much for that PayPal donation. I definitely appreciate it. There's a feeling of letting go of what other people think about you. So this person is in really deep connection with you. Codependency. Ooh, you're so addictive for sure. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. So there you go. You are on fire. Okay, so Lisa says, can you tell me if Jay will hope for a reconciliation? These are very strong cards here. Let me know if you do donate by PayPal. You do not have to. Everything's free, but let me know so I can do yours straight away. Is there any hope for reconciliation? It feels like so, because the death card here is very prominent. There's also prosperity and abundance, so there's a lot of good things coming in for you. So there's been a cycle that's kept you guys away from each other, and there's a lot of learning that's been done while you guys have been away. Page of Pentacles, there's a feeling like this person's got to learn a lot more about the emotionality of a relationship, and they've got to learn to grow this connection. So it's going to take them a while because they have to learn a lot more about emotions and how to cope with emotions and how to respond to emotions, because they tend to cut them off, they tend to diminish them because they're not important to this person's life. There's a feeling like there's no other option out there other than you. So that's important because this person has tried to get over you, tried to move on, but there's a feeling like they're always coming back to you, even though there's a lot of things that they might think should be better in this relationship. They keep on coming back. Retreat is time to disconnect from the world, so do take your time to remove a lot of social media and disconnect from a lot of things and bring yourself back to peaceful alignment. And forgiving and learning, you release and heal from the past. You experience more love in your present moments. Thank you so much for that donation. Hello, Jacqueline. How are you? Sorry, guys, if you have been asking your second question for a while now, go and grab a cup of tea, sit down, relax, enjoy the sound of my voice, and soon enough we will have a quieter stream, because a lot of people will have to go, and you can answer your question there. It's okay. I'm sorry if you feel like you're being ignored right now because I'm not trying to ignore you. Key of Wordspeed, question 1, what should I know? Or what does the universe want me to know? Okay, so there's a lot of things here. There's a fear attachment to something in the past that keeps on bringing you back to it. There's like a rebound there. A lot of this could be, and like for me, I'm not a diagnostician, so do you kind of realize that I have no like background in psychology? But it can be something like post-traumatic stress syndrome, something that keeps on bringing you back to the past, like bringing you back into this thing, and you gotta let go of this fear. I know it's hard because every time you relive it, it feels real and realer, because that's what our brain is designed to do, is trying to stop us from this fear. It's like the whole idea is it thinks that there's a tiger there. It will conjure the tiger. You will feel that tiger. And so the more that you conjure the tiger, it becomes real and realer. And we do not know the difference between reality and fiction, you know? So you have to disconnect yourself. So one thing that I would definitely feel, anybody that's suffering from any of the post-traumatic stress syndrome, what you do is you take the traumatic memory and you replay it. You start draining the color, you start draining the sound, you start draining the emotion. It becomes black and white. You cannot see anything else. You bring in a happy memory. And every single time you do this, your brain will start disconnect you from this trauma, because the more that we reinforce a pathway instead of trying to disrupt that pathway, it will become stronger and stronger and stronger. So we need to let that go. And you can do this whenever you want. You can also try to do this with a trigger. So if you are always triggered around something, you can then change that trigger to give yourself a positive memory instead of a negative memory. And with the joyful memory, you bring in the color, you bring in the sound, you bring in the excitement, you then live that memory. And so therefore that's a pattern disruptor. Okay? I know that that's a long time for me to explain that, but a lot of people in chat will be dealing with the same thing. So, that's something to have on your workbench, guys, if you're dealing with something from your past that you need to let go of, that you keep on replaying in your head. The Empress and Upright, you have creativity, you have a lot of creative things right now. There's a lot of options coming in. It's not time to disrupt your creativity. There's no time to overthink things. Time to try out as many things as possible to try and give yourself as many opportunities to get you what you want in less time as possible. And there's a feeling of getting up and going. It might be incorporating exercise, but also getting what you want, working on the new things, okay? Okay, so there you go. Sorry, guys, that it took me that long to describe things, but it's easier to explain something once and move on. Heart Starry says, what's coming towards you in love? There was a tower moment and it felt like a lot of your relationship fell down. This could be a past relationship, so therefore there was kind of a finality and moving on. There's a feeling like there's a little bit of self-deception when it comes to new relationships. This could probably be because you're really focusing on that. And so therefore it kind of makes you think every kind of relationship's the same as the past. And Knight of Wands, you're actually getting very close to someone or someone that you want. There's a feeling like you're being tugged by your heartstrings to someone else. This is very important because if you resolve this kind of feeling like it's not like going to be like the past, you will have this kind of space that you can explore this new relationship. Religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This could be also that there's a spiritual awakening for you. And this could be, this is a romance of the lifetime. So someone's coming in for you that's very, very strong. And that you'll be very attracted to this person. I don't feel like this is long away. I think this is going to be within this month, because there's a very strong connection here. So JET says, any exciting news coming towards you? Any exciting news coming towards you? There is prosperity and abundance when it comes to your household, but there's some things that you need to pick and remove from your life. There's a feeling like JET that your kind of life might not be as fulfilling, or might it not as be as so full because you haven't picked something and let it go. So that's kind of a feeling. There's slow growth outside your home, so do realize that there probably is some things coming in for quite fast for you, and then there's slow growth for other things. Step outside your comfort zone. You and your loved ones are safe and conclusions are within reach. So there you go. Yolandia says, what is coming towards me for 2023? What's coming towards you for 2023? 2023. There's a little bit of heartbreak here for 2023. This might not be in your love life, but this could be in general. Like the world is hurting right now. Um, the inflation is still going up, even though they're trying to stop it and try to curb it. So there might be a little bit of a kind of thing that you have to let go of, something that you wanted. Um, there's also a feeling like you're holding on to the past that you need to let go of. You might be tackling more than you can chew, but at the same time, I'd rather you focus on the things that you can do than the things that you can't. There's a lot of feelings like you tend to dwell on the things that you um can't do instead of the things that you can. You're very close to achieving your goal, and adjustments are required. So do tend to realize that a lot of this could be just that there's something else coming for you. There's a lot of like shifts. Like, like sometimes life gives us what we want, just not at the right time. It's kind of like, oh, okay, you want this, but I have to disrupt your life for this. So sometimes you gotta realize, okay, this is a disruption. There's chaos around me. It's only because something else is coming in for me. Charm says, hello, Cassandra. What does 2023 have for me? It's not even December, guys. We'll ask you about next year. Obviously everyone wants to let go of this year, you know. I don't blame you for sure. So Charm, there is a feeling of being very fearful where you're going. You're very welcome, Yolandia. And so therefore you gotta let go of the fear and drop off the bridge and see where you end up. Because at the moment, holding on to things that you think are serving you are not serving you. There's a feeling like you're connecting very much with outside your comfort zone, and you're not going to be scared of what other people think or feel about you. I think that it is time that you start your own business. That feels like a feeling of entrepreneurial sense where you connect a lot more with who you want to be, um, and the power that you have. Meditate and contemplate, a new romantic cycle begins. So something is more romantic for you in 2023. Asha, I swear I did that one for you. Okay, so Asha says AM's current feelings and intentions towards me. Thank you guys for being so patient. Also, if you stay on longer, it helps me so much today. We're down to 250 watch hours. So any like hour that you could spend with me is much better than like any gift that you can give me. Thank you. Even though the donations today, anybody that donated for a reading, you are so wonderful. Okay, so Asha AM's current feelings and intentions towards me. Okay. There's a feeling like you are very caring, very loving. You are probably the perfect marriage material. I do feel this strongly with cups. They're very caring, very emotionally driven, and so therefore they're very sweet. Sometimes they can be too over emotional, but always very sweet. There's imagination here. This is a very strong thing. This person's imagining all the things that they can do with you or do with you. Yeah, you know. I'm blushing, but strength, upright. This person's very strong when they really want this connection. They're very strong. They're also controlling this. this can be a very strong sign that they're very controlling overall, but it's because they want this connection so much. So do you realize that can be a red flag? But overall, I do feel like this person doesn't want to let go of this connection, you know? Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. That's the interesting thing. So do you caution them if you feel like they're too controlling? Some signs are very controlling. You have to realize that some of them don't understand the difference between you and them, you know. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. There you go. Okay, so Butterfly, is AK doing alright without me? Or does he feel like reaching out to me? Hello, Hermit! I don't know. The Hermit's one of my favorite cards, especially in this deck. It's so adorable. I'll find you the Hermit in a second, Hermit. Okay, is this person doing fine without you? They're kind of doing okay without you, but there's still a feeling like you are something that they're missing, that they're not really very intensely aware of. They know that they're really not that lovable. That's like a feeling like I know that I'm very um hard to live with. I don't know if anyone can really be with me. There's a feeling of understanding that they have to plan for the future. I don't know whether they will change because it takes a lot of time to change people. Um, Codependency, addictions are affecting their romantic life. This one's for you. Let go of control issues. Allow this person situation to unfold naturally. Um, I feel like they're still not coming towards you, but they don't know what they're missing. But the missing piece is you. Okay, so Hermit. Did we find the Hermit? But you've probably seen the Hermit already. Hermit. What does BDO feel about P Diswa? So what does this person feel like for the other one? Um, this person doesn't tend to approach relationships quite well. And there's a feeling like this person's not really at the commitment level yet, even though they probably have told you. There's a lot of the headspace that's out of order. So this person does think a lot about themselves. Um, so do realize that, and they tend to like flow through life without a care. So do realize that they're not choosing to be very committed right now. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others, and new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So I feel like this is more for you than them, to be honest. So do realize that they might not commit right now, but if they keep on not committing, then you'll be gone, okay? Pentapali says, can I clear my proofreader exam? Please tell me. Excitement. Ooh, yeah, I feel very strongly that you will. There might be a little bit of self-deception right now that you're studying very hard when you might not be studying completely the right way. And you might not be taking breaks and resting. But other than that, you will pass. You just need to be a little bit more focusing on your timing. Okay? Hello, Pucha. How are you? Okay, SB says, and Navas's intentions towards me. Thank you for staying so long, SB, because I did see your question. Thank you for being so patient. Okay, so this person's really wanting this connection, but it's causing them a little bit of mental struggle. It could be that they don't know what you want, or they don't know how to connect with you in a great way. But they do want this connection, and they want it to be really amazing. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing for joy, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is in work in your love life. So it feels like this person's just working through this relationship. They're very serious. I feel that very strongly. They're very serious, and they're very strong in their commitment, you know. Okay, Crystal says, what's coming towards me this month? There's less on your plate this month than you expect. It's time to save. There's kind of a lean time to be had. You need to declutter your heart space so things can come to you, because your heart is full, and so therefore there's a lot of things that you need to let go of. Friends that are not serving you, people that might not have your best interest in heart, to give you space for more love, more connection with people that really want to be with you. Queen of Swords upright, you know who you are this month. There's also a feeling of charm, bluntness. I feel like that's coming through. Like, you're not going to take any shit this month. I'm sorry for swearing, but I do feel like that's the case. You're very welcome, SB. You're close to achieving your goal, and a personal issue reaches resolution. M says, I have an exam next week. Will I be in a position I will pass and be hired? Pooja, where's your question? I didn't see a question. You're very welcome. Okay, so this is for you, M. You have an exam for next week. Will you get hired? There is a life choice when it comes to this job that you're choosing not to make, which, like, sometimes this could be a door getting closed on you, that you're not aware of, that you should be more aware of, whether this will change a lot of your future is important to be focusing on. I think you will get the job. You might be starting in a little bit more of a junior position than what you expected, M. So there feels like they want you to grow in the ranks, but you will get a job with this company, probably not the one that you wanted to go for. Take time to breathe out and release, time to release negativity. There you go. Maria says, what are Javad's tensions towards me now? We broke up. What is Javad's tensions right now? He broke up. He's deciding what he wants to keep in his life. It feels like this person's coming back to you, but do realize that they're not focusing on the present, they're focusing on the future. And that's important, because if they haven't focused on that, they. No, actually, I think it's the other way around. Sorry. They're probably focusing on the present, not focusing on the future. And that's kind of creating this bit that they're not focusing on love right now. I do feel like they're coming back to you, though. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance and playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit fun to shine. There you go. I adore says, sorry. You're very welcome, man. I adore says, may I ask what Max's thoughts are regarding me after Maria spoke to him? I wonder if he's taken her side. There is no taking sides with this person. Um, they're they're kind of in a self-reflection stage. It might be that they've let go of some of the things that they preconceived about you, but I don't think that it's that wondering whether this is true or not. I think that they're very much a thoughtful person, and that's taken a while for them to work this out for themselves. Your hard work is paying off, and expect powerful change. These are for you today, so do realize that things are going to change very, very soon. You're very welcome. Persuasion says, does my Sagittarius crush have any kind of interest in you? From these cards, yes. You're very cute and adorable, and this person wants to flirt with you. So yes, for sure. You're calling in your soulmate. Your present affirmations and visualizations help you bring you closer together. Forgiving and learning as you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there you go. Okay, so Cameron says, do you see the Scorpio coming towards me with communication? I feel like yes, based on how many cards came out. Yes, for sure. They've got a lot of things to say to you. Too many things. So do realize that when they come to you, they might be talking a lot. So you might have to listen instead of speaking. Because there's so much they want to say to you, too much to bring to the table. But they really want to talk about, like, if there's been a breakdown, if you're asking about reconcilement, that's something that they really want on the table. There's a feeling like they want to control this connection again. So that's the case. Idor says thank you. Maybe things so much. I think it's hard because this person prides themselves on thinking their own thoughts. Even though this is influencing them right now, Idor, I think that they realize that most of the things that have been said about you are not true. Okay? Divine Love says, hello, what's coming towards me in love? If you've been waiting a while, if you've been waiting since the start of the thing, tell me. I will do yours straight away. You're very welcome, Persuasion. Okay. This is... Where is the... Who was I drawing for? Do you remember who I was drawing for? My brain has gone. My brain... My brain has gone. I glitched there. I am in the Matrix. Divine Love, me. Okay, good, 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 good. Because I was like, my brain glitched. I will draw these again, because I don't know whether these are your cards. What was your question, Divine Love? Oh, okay. What's coming towards me in love? Okay. Right, sorry. Sorry, Divine Love. I totally glitched there. I didn't even see a black cat either. Haha, funny. Okay, so there's a lot of imagination when it comes to you. there's kind of like you're creating a lot of like a vortex around you where people imagine being with you. It's very, very strong. A lot of times people are thinking quite a lot, but it feels like you don't want their attention. You tend to maybe dress, you might remove yourself from the attention, so you're not bringing people in. You're not accepting them with open arms when they are showing their attention. You're just like, no, don't pick me. Page of Wands, it's time to learn to go on this journey of like opening yourself up, being more connection with your sensual side, because the sensual side's there. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. And engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of engagement. So a high level of commitment. So the person that's coming in for you, you're probably getting engaged to. So there you go. Okay, so Pari says, when will V purpose me? Can you rewrite that again? I don't know what you mean by purpose. Unless you're like in kink. Approach you. Okay. Pari says, when will V approach you? Okay, thank you. That's definitely going from like a R rating to just G, and that's great. Okay, will this person approach you? I feel like very, very soon. Because you guys are very strong. There's a lot of attraction here between you guys. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, and past life relationships, you've known each other before. Sarah says, what is my ex feeling to me? No contact now. There still feels like a very strong love feeling, but this person doesn't want to be together with you. But there's still a lot of love when it comes to you. Forgiving and healing, as you release and heal from the past, you'll experience more love in your present moments. A reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. So Sarah, this could be this person's coming back for you, because there still seems to be a very strong connection. This person needs to learn how to be in a relationship, but there's a strong connection between you guys. Charisse says love and money. Love and money. Okay, love and money for you. There's a lot of self-reflection coming in for you, so it's time for you to really self-reflect on what you want, because a lot of it's because you don't know what you want, so you're not getting what you want because you don't know what you want. There seems to be not a lot of options coming in for you where love and money is concerned. And instead of seeing a bigger picture, you need to focus on the details. So a lot of this is just based on working with a couple of things, instead of like getting very distracted, doing more things at once. Choose which one you want more, love and money, and very much concentrate on the small things, instead of the big things. Confidence is your key to success, and energy is gaining momentum for you. So there you go. You're very welcome, Sarah. Julian says, what is coming in for me in love, please? So, what's coming in for love? You need to let go of control over love. It feels like you're very strongly And it's weird because I'm feeling like this very strong feeling like you're very prescribed to like the Hollywood notion of love. There's something here that's like holding you back because your love relationships don't seem to mirror the romance that you want. Um, and they will never be the same because there's a difference, there's a practicality with relationships. There's things that change in relationships. Not all not relationships are not that pretty when you look under the hood. There's a lot of working that goes into it. So it feels like you're supposed to clean up like around you, clean your environment, moderate a little bit more of the behavior because it seems like there's a lot of things that you let slide because you're not like showing that real kind of, you know who you are. Like you could step into the queen energy, you could step into the very strong um understanding of who you are as a regal person, and that's what's holding you back is like because you're not treating yourself a great in your environment. Like you might have a messy house or a cluttered mind that's coming through for you. Prosperity and abundance is coming your way though, and I don't think that it's going to be too long until you really get someone that you like. Past life relationships, you've known each other before, so there's going to be a strong connection straight away. And getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Luna says, hello, incoming. Hello, Lopa. Hello, incoming energies for Terry and I. There's a feeling like your very strong bond. There is a feeling like there was a seeking of attention in the past, which has meant that your relationships kind of suffered right now because there's less to go around now. There's like honestly, with you and Terry, you should be seeking outside your comfort zone, growing more as people. A lot of times when we get together, we do not change because we're like, oh, this person will love us as we are. But without that kind of difference of like, oh, this person's exciting because they're doing things differently. Um, because the whole idea is as we grow, as we change, we become more essential, we become different, you know? And that's important. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is in work with your love life, okay? Ashu says, will my results be out anytime soon? Will I get admission to my desired university? There's a feeling like you're focusing very much on the present when you should focus on the future. Imagination. There's a lot of things that I think that you will get your admission to this university. You might need to apply again. Maybe there's kind of like this feeling like you won't get it the first time because it says your commitment's been tested, and meditate and contemplate. But I do feel like you're getting in. For me, it's very strong that you'll get what you want. Well, I passed the exam. I feel like you'll pass for two of these and not the third. Okay? Nikisa says yoga's actions and next actions feelings And next actions for you. This person thinks that they've got this relationship where they want to, and so therefore they've retreated in their headspace and they're really not thinking about this relationship at all. They're kind of going with the flow. They want this relationship, but I think that they're not going to be working very hard on it. So they're just like working more on themselves. Codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life, and there's retreat, time to disconnect from the world. So do kind of pull back slightly. Nikita, I think so. I do feel like they love you, but they're not really focusing on this connection, you know? So they're thinking that they already done it, so they're not going to try harder. So that's what I would feel overall is you've got to realize that at the moment they put you on the back burner and stuff. I asked you, you're going to pass. Okay. Aveni says, who's coming in my love life, new or old? Will he be good for you? You're very welcome, Nikita. Okay, so Ace of Cups, why someone hasn't come in for you right yet is that your heart is full. You're saving up a lot of your emotions, so you really have been quite frigid around people, and that's why people haven't come in, because you're quite cold to them. As a feeling of self-reflection and not seeing any other options out there, so no one news coming in for you because you're kind of bouncing them off you, Vinny. So give your relationship a pass, work on your partnership. It's safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all. Deception. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So you could be trying to attract people, and that's what is coming in. This year only? I think only this year. I asked for this year. So I would only feel like it's this year. Okay, so Lopa says, okay, Scorpios, feelings for me. When will he hear from me? When will I hear from him? Sorry, Lopa. I had to reread that question. I feel like soon this person's gonna reshift their priorities, so it does mean that they are going to be more focused on you. This can be spring, but I feel like it's going to be this month. There's kind of a feeling of celebration in the air. But this person is going to be very strongly coming towards you. You're very welcome, Evany. King of Cups, they're very balanced right now. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Release your ex. Time has come to clear your energy. So you might be really wrapped up in someone, and you should let them go, because sometimes what happens is that we are really obscuring our connection with other people because we aren't releasing them to move on. Go. PC says, why is Aquarius not contacting me? That's interesting. I just fell down. Oh. Okay, so PC, why is Aquarius not contacting you? it feels like they might need a lot of alone time because there's still some very romantic feelings here. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, but it's just like really focused on like their future. So it seems like they just want time to be by themselves. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Your love life is ascending to a higher level commitment. So give them time to work on themselves. Hello, tasty one. Well, Dara says, how does my future husband look? My name is Dara, thank you. A little bit bigger. They do enjoy food. There's a feeling like they're going to be slightly moderately tanned, so not too dark, but not, they're not dark. They're tanned, so more like a caramel feeling than anything. I've got some great eyes on them, so it feels like they've got that kind of green hazel. So they're going to be a cross between green and hazel. They're also going to have more longer hair, not long, but to the point it's curly, a little bit more, um, like out there, kind of like very curly. So that's one thing I would say. They work with caring for other people. They could be a doctor or they could be someone that works in more social aspect, helping other people. That's what I see them doing. Butterfly says, does AK talk to his friends about me now or ever did? Do they want to clear stuff with us deep down? I think they did hear quite a lot of you about you, but they've kind of taken a step back and they're not really trying to get involved because it seems like you're more off again and on again scenario. Like that this person does kind of really move like shifts a lot between what they want and what they don't want. And so therefore they've seen this before, so they don't get involved. Okay? 13 says, please, who's coming towards me in love and when? There feels like there is a possibility of someone that really wants to have a very committed relationship, but you're scared or you're not letting go of people in your past, and so you haven't really opened up to exploring this connection. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. But I do see this person coming in about a month or so, so do take that advisement. Sandy says, if I get pregnant with next will I get pregnant next month? And with who? Okay. I think Sandy, it will be, yes, it'll be some, like, you will get pregnant, but it feels like this person might be slightly newer than the past, so feels like someone's coming in for you. they might not stay, so do realize that they could possibly move on after the connection. So do realize that that might be something that you've got to think about that. Tasty One says, my name is Heather and my boyfriend's Antonio. My question is, why does he always find a reason to argue with me to the point I tell him I don't want him anymore and then he will apologize? It's something that you guys have done. It's a routine that you've done forever. So this is like something that if you really want this to stop, this cycle to stop, you need to plan it out so you can disrupt it. Because it's just happened constantly over and over and over again. So this person knows that you're not really serious. So it's just like something that they do all the time. Um how would I describe it? What's the energy here? They feel like you're being impractical and you're thinking that they're being, you know, too logical. This is why, because you're both in different um feelings. Like one's in the very like we do it this way and it's only one way and this is the right way because I've said so. And you're more like, oh, well, we can do it like this and this and this way. This person doesn't want to listen because they've already made up their mind. And that's why you argue. The only way to do this is to disrupt it. Make sure that, like, like, you could walk away from this. You could just sit there and go, I'm not talking about this. Um, just disrupt the pattern so it doesn't keep on continuing because it's going to continue because you threatened him but you have not like it's become like this boundary that this person's going to put uh uh approach every single day, you know, and so therefore you've got to just let that go. Jagriti says, hello ma'am, new subscriber here. What does Deepak think and feel about me? And is there any spiritual connection between us? There's probably not so much a spiritual connection, but definitely a present connection here. There's a lot of like, you're cute and adorable. This person wants to flirt and play with you, but you might find this relationship so strong that you've taken a step back. So do realize that this person's very invested in this connection. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings and codependency addictions are affecting your love life right now. So there you go. Adore says, I feel Dorotha is more loyal to my partner when she is meant to be my friend. What's the deal? I think that she is secretly in love with him. She also does see him as an option. So there is this kind of romantic feelings towards him. Um this is hard because it's also that she wants to be supportive in a roundabout fashion, but do realize that she likes him. Um I don't know whether she would move in with him, like move on him, because her heart is full. So it doesn't feel like there's kind of a bit where she would kick you out and replace you, you know. But there's a feeling like because she likes him, she's going to be more like protective of him. So do realize that that's the case. Yellow Heart says, does Leo's mom knows that her son loves me? There's a feeling like this person does know that her son loves you, but there's also a feeling like this person's invested in their son's life, and they aren't really like the space between them being a mom and being like, you know, emotionally invested in their son's life is so blurred that you do have to realize that you're going to always have this kind of mother-in-law connection that's not particularly great for the person that you love, but it's always going to be there, okay? You're very welcome, Idol. Gaiichi says, please tell, how does P feel about me? Do we have a future together? It seems no, like in that heartbreak card, they seem to be stepping out of that, Gaiichi. There is a feeling like you're going to be getting a commitment soon. So if this person doesn't seem to be that interested in you, someone's coming in to take their place. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So do realize that this might mean that this person has to step up or they have to walk away. So I do see this person having to step up in your life. Butterfly says, does he talk about friends us? Occasionally, snippets, Butterfly. Not a big deal. Um, just like sometimes, you know. You're very welcome, Gayatri. Hello, Top Flight. How are you? Rwandara says, my name is Amisha. Does my future husband enter my life? Yes, very, very soon. It's coming on the back of you breaking up with someone that you really liked. But I feel like this person is coming in very, very soon. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Do you realize that this person in your past might want to come back? But you've got to kind of shrug them off and let them go because they're going to keep on playing you, okay? You're very welcome. Top Flight says, I'm good. I hope you're doing good. I am doing good. That's what I would say. Roshan says, who's coming towards me in 2023? Who's coming towards you in 2023? I feel like Roshan is not a person. It's more events in your life. So there's prosperity and abundance, especially at home for you. There's a feeling of not focusing on the bigger picture, focusing on details and growing the things around you. So if you wanted a relationship, growing that connection, working more on that. So that's important. Reconciliation, someone's coming from your past is returning to your life. Forgiving and learning as you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in present moments. And true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. So there you go. Somi says, can I have a love reading? I'm not in a relationship. Awesome. So Somi, you do have a love connection coming in for you. King of Cups, definitely, very calm, very centered. Beep, yes, but you might have to repost your question so I can see it in the future. But there's a feeling like you have to do this approach slowly. So just take your time with this connection. but this could be something that is definitely a celebration. There could be a marriage for you both. This is important because this is the next step. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So do realize that there might be someone coming in for you before this person that is not really suited for you. So do realize that's important. Okay? Okay. Beep says, my question is, will S stop playing and talking to other girls and actually want me after we hang out? There seems to be that this person might not stop because they like the feeling of having more than one person. Um, I think that they probably have already um specifically like created this kind of friends with benefits with you, and that's all that's going to be there because they tend to keep people at bay, and they won't want to work on themselves to further this connection. This could end up after a while involving a marriage, but it could just be one of those things that will take time. There's also a possibility that you have kids together, so that could be a big thing that you both get together. Um, you can have that, but at the moment, I do see him not really stepping up and becoming better. So you might have to let this connection go to really figure that out for you. And allow this situation to unfold naturally. So let go of control issues. So there you go. Jacqueline says, how does my mother feel about me? She's in my country. She, I miss her. It's interesting because your mother's kind of hands off but hands on, you know? She's very much like, "Oh, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do," but she's always like offering advice. So she does miss that. She does miss being part of that connection and being very like strong towards you. Like she does want to make sure that you live the best life, and she does miss like doing things like cooking. So you are very strongly in her mind right now, but it's more like, I wonder if they're eating right, you know, wondering if they're sleeping right. So she's very practical, your mom. So Top Flight says, do I have old or new love coming towards me at all? It seems like new because the excitement. Top Flight, if you're female, then this is more you. But if you're male, this person's coming in for you. So you've got a very self-driven mindset coming in. This person will be working on probably starting their own company. So do realize that they might take time to work on their own things. So you might feel like excitement, but do realize that you might feel like you're not being seen as much. Do declutter your heart to allow this person in for you, because this is strong, because you might always have too many people in your heart, especially exes that you haven't let go of, and that's important to let go. Sorry. Okay, separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon, and trust this situation is calling for you to have faith. There you go. Hello, Preet. How are you? Gurpreet says, please, ma'am, reply what's the future of your relationship? That feels like you need to be more spending a lot more emotion on your relationship. There's a feeling of walking away. Hello, Oreo. Walking away from the things that are not serving you in this relationship. Moderating and like, because at the moment your relationship's chaotic, because you haven't really worked on bringing this back and moderating the relationship. So there's a lot of things that are not serving you, not serving the other person in this relationship. You're calling your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you bring you closer together. And worth waiting for. Divine timing is in work in your love life. So there's a lot of like working on how things work in your relationship, working more on the ground rules of this relationship, because there's a lot of things that you might do that are making you more and more broken, you know? So you're working a lot more than I feel like this person understands, you know? And that you should kind of work more on just yourself, okay? Ario says, will I receive a call from Kay this month? No, I don't think so. I do see it like next month, but not this month, okay? Ario? Yellow Heart says Leo's feelings and next actions towards me. There feels like there might be a little bit of a shutdown, a little bit of this person withdrawing. This can be normal for them. Do kind of keep on being more bubbly and open, and they will return to being very flirtatious and very outgoing. It's just at the moment they're very much going to be a Leo, you know, and they're kind of going to be a little bit more standoffish. Then there can be some jealousy, so release your ex. Time has come to clear your energy and finances, career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So there you go. Uh, I am says, will my ex-girlfriend and I get back together? I think so, but you've got to realize that you're still scared of this happening. So sometimes you want this connection, but then you're scared of what would happen is, so you're pushing and pulling this. So you've got to like let this kind of fear go, allow it naturally to happen, because you're kind of pushing it away with your fear state. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Let your friends help you. Ask and accept support from others. So there you go. Sandy says, love reading for the next month, 6 months. Will my Libra partner reconcile? Yes, I think this is going to be closer than your 6 months. I would say 3 months, but you have to plan more on the reconcilement. So it feels like you need to work on yourself a lot more. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and chemistry. There's strong magnetic attraction here. When will Arkandu leave Beardo's life? I don't think that this person's going to be leaving their life. They're stuck to this connection. So I don't think they're moving anywhere from this childhood love. I hope that you got your message, Top Flight, because I did yours. Prab says, will Sahib give me clarity regarding his feelings for me? This person doesn't seem to be very good at expressing their feelings, and when they do, they probably feel like they get in trouble. So they don't express emotions, especially around you, because you're very emotional. You're very welcome, Top Flight. They're very emotional when it comes to you. Trust this situation calling for you to have faith. Separation and time that you might spend apart. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is and work in your love life. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you bring you closer together. And your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. There you go. Okay, so Ariona says, how many guys have a crush on you right now? How many guys? There might not be anybody right now, but there seems to be someone coming in for you that's going to be very much crushing on you. But at the moment, 0 guys. So do realize that at the moment, no one's crushing on you, but someone's coming in for you soon. Happy Saturday! Happy Saturday to everybody. You're close to achieving your goal, and adjustments are required, so it's going to take maybe a little time. But they might like you, but they're not romantically attracted to you, you know? So they might be like you, but in that kind of, how would I explain it? Ooh. So like when you're asking like crush, I feel like the romantic attraction more than lusting. You know, there's a difference between it. And a lot of women definitely have the emotional love and men don't, you know? Like it's interesting. Men tend to be more like, okay, I really addicted to this person. That's kind of like I like this person, kind of like love. And then the practical love. There's no, and this might be like a very generalistic view because guys are different. Some are very romantic, but that's what I would say. Virgo heart is, what are the current feelings of B for you? There's a feeling like this person is definitely juggling their life for you. There's also a very feeling like this is right. There's also flirtation. So this person is the case. Ariana says, I think crushes are crushes. They don't have to be deep. Usually it's down to the translation of the person. I feel like if they're lusting after you, they're not crushing. You know, they're hot for you, but there's no kind of, oh, I really would like to be with this person. So with these feelings for you, pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you, and express your love. But there is flirtation involved in this relationship for you. Super High says, will I get a new job this year? It seems like there was kind of bad energy, or like not so great energy at your last job. So there's a feeling of changing your environment and getting out of your headspace for a job. So this might be hard to get a job this month, like this year. Don't let your past hold you back. Bring love into this situation. So there you go. Okay, so Nita says ex and your PCs still a miss, love, reconcile. Is the new girl that he loves more than me? I feel like this person's saving themselves emotionally, so they're really not coming back into a connection with you, but they're really not got a new girl. There might be some um feeling of like them having like sexual relationships, but not um like a committed relationship. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Your love life is ascending to a high level commitment, so do realize these messages are for you, not for them. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, and it's safe to you for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. There you go. Does Omar watching you currently and miss me? Miss you. Sorry. Does he miss me? No, of course. He doesn't know me. I'm sorry. Fatin, does this person miss you? Yes. I feel like they are watching you as well. So this is interesting because they do feel like they didn't get as much out of this relationship as they wanted, but they still watch you, still want kind of your attention, but the tension has been in the past for them, but they still love you. Yes. Ash says, "Does Lavi miss love me? A reunion possible in 2023? Angel guidance." I do feel like it's possible for this reunion to take place. There's a feeling that you're scared of this maybe not working out for you, so you are like showing yourself scenarios where this is not going to work out. But you should step outside your comfort zone and pursue this if you want this. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations. Free yourself. Time to take back control of your love life. Uh, Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. There you go. Jessica says, "How is Wednesday going to go? How is Wednesday going to go?" Oh, the tower. So you're going to have a little bit of a upset. There's something that's going to happen that's going to be a little bit of a upset. Like a not so great start of your day for sure. There's something that's going to go on. So you should be prepared to work on like clearing or decluttering something so you have as much space to concentrate on something if it does go wrong for you. So something is going to go wrong. And so you have to like juggle your Wednesday. There's a addiction here to be outside your headspace when you might need to be in your headspace a little bit more. So more self-reflective. You are good enough, so do realize that that's what the cards say. Conclusions are within reach, so focus on the thing that you really need to do on Wednesday and don't let yourself get too overwhelmingly distracted, okay? You're very welcome, Fatin. Passionate Lady says, "What does Bisway feel about Pooja?" There's a death card, so this person might have moved on. I do feel like they moved on a lot from this connection. They might have felt like you were too blunt or too demanding, maybe. King of Wands and upright. So there could be just this person's dealt with a little bit of a death card. So this could be that they're taking time. Codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. New love, a new person stirred your romantic feelings and give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate that. Yolanda says love life for 2023. Okay, so there is a tower moment that happens pretty early on in 2023. So someone's coming in for you, but they will bounce off, and you'll be like, okay, well, that's not great. But, however, there's a feeling like you need to be a little bit more selfish and a little bit more on your headspace and declutter your environment. So it feels like changes of your environment are in order to really work on bringing your connection to a better place. Past life relationships, you've known each other before, that's coming in, and religious factors, your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. However, after this tower moment, you really bring in someone that's lovely and someone that really cares for you. So don't be kind of upset if the person that you first date disappears from your love life. There could be just that you try to reconcile with someone in your past and it doesn't work out, and then you bring someone in that's important to you. Erica says Greg actions and intentions towards me. There's a feeling like this person's staying, but they bit off more than they can chew with you because you're very interesting. I think interesting, very go with the flow, I think, and they tend to be a little bit more like want to plan everything, and you tend to be spontaneous. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. And true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. There you go. SS Sachin's feelings. Okay, so this person tends to hide away. They might be very more introverted than you. You tend to be more extroverted. So this can be the case. Depends whether SS you're masculine or feminine, because this is a feminine card and they tend to be more outgoing, and the other person's tends to be more introverted. And it's feeling like you've got to step outside your comfort zone and become more adventurous in general. But there's a very strong connection between you both. Free yourself. It's time to take back control over your life, and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ in your usual types and expectations. So there you go. Past feelings for Nisha. So that's Benny's past feelings for Nisha. There's happiness here, but this person's not willing to commit. They're also not really expecting like equal partnership. So they expect a lot more out of this person than they do out of themselves. So I think that this person wants this person to prove a lot more, you know? Um Release your ex. It's time to come to clear your energy. Chemistry, there's strong magnetic attraction here, and calling your soulmate. So at the moment, this person's really happy about this connection, but as this goes on, they'll probably be more demanding. Lord says, will my director show recognition for my work someday? Will your... I don't think so. Based on these cards, I think that you'll realize that you want this, but it's never going to happen, Lords. So, there you go. Gayatri says, may I have a love reading for 2023? Is it someone from your past? It's not someone from your past because there's no one that wants to care and protect you. There's also a feeling like you're saving your emotions, not spending them. And I think you've got to get in touch with less of a worried version of yourself. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, so that's important for you. So that's important. There you go. Katika says, Angus Scorpio, my soulmate. When will we get married? Serious phase. So, Katika. Okay. Is Angus Scorpio your soulmate? It feels like they have a connection with you. This might not be your soulmate, but there's a very strong connection here. You both be very happy together. I don't think that that's the case. I think that you're leading up to being married, but there seems to be a feeling like you both meant to explore more of the world around you before you get married, Katika. So do give it time. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. So there you go. That's for you. Dana says, hi, M's feelings towards me. Okay. So Dana, this person's very stressed, or they're being very mean right now. Sometimes swords, if they're stressed, if they're overworked, they tend to be a little bit more angry, a little bit more frustrated, and so therefore they can take it on out on others. They might not mean to, but they can be quite cruel. Ace of Cups, this person's heart is very full when it comes to you. So do realize that they might not give you enough space in their heart to really like open up to you. This person does want this connection. So M does want this connection, but at the moment I would say that they don't appreciate this connection with you. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves your bond deepens, and finances and career, financial um issues are affecting your love life right now. There you go. Worship intuition, current feelings of Bido for a Kundu. There's a feeling like there's a disconnect between Bido and I Kundu because there was arguments in the currently. There's kind of like this space between them. Um, it might not be an argument, but there's definitely space. And this person's wanting to explore a lot more of the world. So it doesn't seem like this person's very romantically attracted to this person right now. Express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And it's safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all. So do realize that they're not really focusing on this connection as much. Alacrit says Anus feelings for me. So there is a feeling like this person's a little bit more frustrated, a little bit more not ready for this relationship as much. There's the heart is full, so this person doesn't let go of the past quite easily, so they might still have some grudges or bring up a lot of things in the past about what's happening with them romantically now. So do realize this person doesn't tend to clear the air quite quickly, and so therefore you have to realize where you want to go, because yeah, they're not going to understand if you're always like very receptive to them. Let your friends help you out and accept support from others, and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations. There you go. Cassandra says, how is Samuel feeling about me? That was a whole like story there. This person is willing to stay around. They're planning the future, so they're very committed to this relationship. Feels like any distance that was before in this relationship is now gone. They really want to work on this connection with you. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership and true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So there you go. Give me a second. I need some water. Chrissy, will you be in a relationship soon? Do you know that person? Will you be in a relationship? There's a lot of options on the table for you, but yes, you'll be in a relationship quite soon. I think that you've known this person before, but maybe not in a romantic connection. Is something else that's important, but you guys known each other, but probably not in a romantic sense. The cards are like, don't worry about life at the moment, just keep on flowing, because this person's coming to you, not the other way around. Pay attention to red flags, the signs are cautioning you. So do take time to figure out what you want and how you want it, because this could be a sign that you don't work on your boundaries very much. And so, therefore, your relationships don't work out as well as you like. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There you go. Nareli says, will I get intimate this month with Regivia? Yes, I would say from these cards, definitely yes. So, yeah. Yes to your question. You're very welcome, Chrissy. Emerald says, work next week. There's a life choice that you need to make. You're struggling and winning on a task, so just keep on persevering. There's one thing that there's a paper or something that you should be resubmitting because that's not going to go through right now. It's time to release negativity. The energy is gaining momentum and confidence is your key to success. So there you go. Old Soul says, Aries, feelings for you. So Old Soul's Aries, feelings for you. It feels like this person's kind of saving their energy. It does feel like they're trying to work on what they want. So do realize that they might step back from you even though they really want this connection. And they do seem to be more committed. There's a feeling like they need to work a lot more out in the future. It's safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all. Express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Thank you, Anchel. Does AJ miss me today when he messaged you? There was imagination here. Their heart is full, but yeah. This person did miss you when they messaged you today because that's kind of like the yin and yang, so that's important. Queen says, "Can I get a Libra reading?" There's some heartbreak in this reading today. There could be that you need to leave things behind that. Sorry. You need to leave things behind that are like people that have kind of disowned you or not taking care of you in the past and just let them go, like they've got to be gone. Wheel of Fortune, time to plan your future. There might be a feeling like that's case to move on and work on the things that you can control instead of the people that have brought you down in the past. You are not moving towards anything. There's kind of like this feeling like you're going to be not carrying on. There's no movement, physical movement. There's a lot of things coming in your life, but not physical movement. And take your time to plan. Be very wise on where you want to go. There's very much a particular movement there. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Surrender to the divine and look at the bigger picture. There you go. Thank you, Dewey. Neroli, I said yes to that. If you didn't hear, I said yes. KH says, my mom agree on Saddam proposal for me. Is she thinking on it? She doesn't want to say yes to it yet. There's kind of like a feeling like this person wants you to see a bigger world. So your mom wants you to get more options so you know exactly what you want. So I don't feel like this person, your mom's going to say yes yet. She knows that you might be very young, like very um not thinking about this as much. Heart to heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So honestly discuss everything with your mom right now, because it seems like at KH there's a feeling like you might not know um this, like what this marriage is going to bring. Dewey says, will I marry my love, a Scorpio? When and what should I do? You're struggling and winning on this. Do you reapproach this again? So there's something that you've approached and it got turned down. So do you realize that's the case? The full card says don't worry so much about this because it's naturally going to keep on flowing the way that you want. So retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. So do take time to kind of step back. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy and pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay? There you go. Yogurt says, how will be my future spouse? They definitely find you cute and attractive. There's a feeling like this person's heart might be full when you meet them, so do realize you possibly will be friends first and lovers second. Yeah, they're very held on the past, so the fear of like being in a relationship is going to change the way that they feel about you. Knight of Cups, they gotta get out of their headspace, so it's going to take them time to become towards you. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. So do realize that this would affect both of them. Portia says, can I get a general reading for my relationship with P? So there's flirtation here. You might need to be a little bit more assertive in your life, but kinda, because you're very blunt and this can cause a lot of troubles in your romantic relationships, Porter. And do you realize that you might have not been assertive? You were asking for the wrong things in the past and they could not deliver that. Time apart is from your partner on the horizon. This could just be that you guys take time to do your own things. This is important because it does bring in that romantic attraction. Very soon, clearly decide what you want, so it comes to you right now. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens and free yourself. Time to take back your control of your life. So there you go. Cambria says, would it be a good outcome if me and Taz Cancer gets in a serious relationship? No, I think that you might want this, but I think you're going to bite off more than you can chew with this relationship. And and you're like really focused on like what you want, and I don't think this relationship will provide what you want in general. There'll be a feeling like you guys will fall apart eventually. Jesse says, listening to your live while doing my research paper. Anybody that's staying here, even if you're watching me in the background, you're not asking any questions. Thank you so much. So YouTube, there's 240 watch hours for me to complete before the YouTube can be monetized. This is important, guys, because I live in the UK. Our gas bills, our electric bills are going up. This is important because we are going to have a £200 bill at the end of the month to pay. This might not sound a lot, but I don't get paid a lot as a tarot reader. So anything that you can stay on and watch until the end will help me so much, you know. At the moment, if you're watching any ads, that's going straight to YouTube, not to me. Okay? Thank you so much. Vidushi says, hello, is everything over between my boyfriend, Tasvia, and I? How is he feeling with the no contact since 2 days? I feel like this person's coming back to you. There's a death card, so whatever cycle has finished for you, it's going to be coming back to flirtation. But there's like a slow growth here, so don't get upset if like it's slowly instead of fast. You want that fast, but you know, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So take time for a holiday, express your love, go ahead and make a romantic gesture. So don't feel like it's over yet. AV Log says, sorry, AV. Current feelings towards me right now. There's a feeling like they aren't satisfied in this relation. Um, they need to explore a lot more outside their comfort zone, and there's a feeling like they're healing their heart. So do you realize if they're not feeling as committed or as kind of connected as you would like them to be? Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So there you go. Parental says, will I ever get married in my life? I think you're over thinking this. You're very emotional when it comes to this, aren't you? And I feel like someone has already offered you a marriage, or there was kind of like a feeling that you were wanting to explore, even though this person seemed to be wanting that commitment. You deserve love. You're lovable. An attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this fully. I think the cards are like what is affecting your love life. There's a lot of like water, maybe a lot of sadness, maybe depression is in your life. And you need to balance that out, because at the moment it's very much, if anybody comes into your life, you're drowning them. You know, you're overdoing it with your emotions because you really want them to like you. And you're kind of creating this bit where people are moving away from you more than attracting in. So do take time to release that kind of watery energy. Be more grounded. And realize that your marriage energy vibes are coming into you. It's just like you need to work on that a little bit more. V says, how can I be a better writer? Okay. How can you be a bit better writer? You should trust your instincts. Like, let the hands of fate guide you a lot more when it comes to writing. There's a life choice that you're not choosing to choose. I think that if you if you're actually writing a lot more, like, how can I explain it? You should just call yourself a writer. Like, if someone asks you what you do for a living, instead of like telling them what your day job is, you say, I'm a writer, because that gives you more credibility. There's a feeling that you're not throwing your emotions into this writing. There's no connection between you and your characters. Your characters feel very two-dimensional. This can be because you don't know what kind of motivations would come in for them. And you do have to realize that instead of focusing on the plot line, focus on your characters. Characters will write the story themselves. They do tend to do some weird things that you're like, well, why did they do that? Well, it's within their kind of creative feelings that they would do this because they're naturally curious, or don't worry about your plot, mostly focus on your characters. So there you go. I hope that helps. Mighty Panda says, will Seoul National University accept me as a student in December this year? Yes, you're manifesting this very hard. I think you're scared of this, though. That's kind of like you're manifesting this, but you're also scared of this. You need to resolve that you're ready to go on this journey. Full in reverse. Be just going through your life. Don't worry so much, but also think about other people's attentions. Work through your fears. That's important. And a time for healing. There's kind of like a feeling like you need to deal with those things. Ayador says, what do I need to do to meet and attract the kind of friends I want? Grow yourself first. Like, you need to realize that the way that you need to deal with it is be a higher growth individual. People come to you if they think that you will bring them value, not the other way around. So do you realize if you want to attract people that will grow you, step outside your comfort zone, you need to be like, and you need to be constantly hungry. That's one thing I would say, is constantly starving for more information, more ways of growing. And do realize these people that you want to attract are very different from the people that you have now. So you've got to let a lot of your friendships go, because these people that are around you are not the right people. The people around you are going to pull you back to their kind of level. They're not going to grow you. They're not going to inspire you. They're just going to be like, well, can I have 50 pounds, And you've got to realize that if you want to grow yourself into friendships, you have to step up. You've got to be the first one, you know? Okay, so Miss K says, how does S feel about me? Is he going to realize my value? No, I think that this person won't realize your value. There's kind of Miss K, this person's let go of like caring or controlling this relationship. There's also like sadness here. Um they don't they don't seem to be like wanting this kind of connection that's really strong. Miss K, financials and career. Financial issues are affecting your love life right now. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You could be highly stressed in this relationship and you should work on that. I do a step and develop and focus on me. Yes. If you want to attract people, you have to have something that people want to be attracted by, you know. Shipad Cult Army says, Juhai's current feelings towards me. Okay, so there seems to be like a tower moment where you both have kind of fallen down in this relationship, but there seems to be regrowth. But do realize that this could be coldness. There's kind of coldness, stillness in this relationship right now. So don't try to work so hard on this because it's going to take a while to thaw. Um, keep yourself open to like external factors instead of being more internally based. Keep on doing what you're doing and allow this person to naturally come in and try to work things out instead of you being very focused on it. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Love yourself first. Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive. So there you go. Chrissy says, was my future ex husband cheating often in the past at work? Was he cheating often? Well, I don't think it was at work. No, it was not at work. There was a lot of distractions, so I do feel like this person tends to go with the flow, very present driven. So anytime that they had an option to do so, they probably did. Um, this feels like this person might be addicted to and I'm not going to diagnose anybody, but I feel like they could have been addicted to substances or like they had an addictive mindset because that's what I'm feeling from these cards. Chrissy, your hard work is paying off, Chrissy, so don't worry, and you and your loved ones are safe. Even though you asked this question, you guys are protected, so do not worry about these things. Uh, Samira, say hello, Shishita. Hishita. Sorry. What is Baba's marriage status now? Single, divorced, or separated? I think there's a separation here, but they're going with the flow. I don't think that they are single. They're very focused on just being chaos. So I do feel like separation more than divorce, you know, heart to heart conversations, honestly discuss. They're still in a marriage, but they are more in a separation. They just do what they want, Samira. So do realize that that's the case. Security says, is Shrey the right Chrissy, I just did yours. You can go back in time for that reading. Is a tray right for me? I think there's a lot here that they'll be right for you. Do realize that they're not going to work hard on this connection. They tend to just allow things to naturally develop. So do you realize that they might be slightly relationship like lazy when it comes to this? Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Worth waiting for divine timing is and at work in your love life. There you go. You're welcome. I would definitely suggest what I do in the morning is I listen to podcasts and I listen to people that are 10, well, it feels like 10 times hard, like smarter than me. They've been CEOs or they've made lots of money. They own rental properties. Lots of people, and it does make me realize that stepping up is a mindset. It's not how much like someone has. Like money is a big factor in you stepping up, but a lot of times like, and it does make me angry. I'll go for a walk and I'll be like, I don't have my house yet. And like I walk up the road and I must look like the total loony. I walk past like where the sheep are, and like the sheep look at me like you're loony, and then I walk back and like everybody around, like I promise I don't speak out loud when I know other people are around, but I'm sure someone's catched me like just like you know? So the thing is, like, if you want to step up in life, you need to read books of people that inspire you, people that you think, okay, I can learn from them. Read podcasts, like listen to podcasts. There's people out there. YouTube's free. You've got more access to people around you that have built like major like businesses and stuff like that. So do you realize that you're not like stuck? You have like access to people around the world. You just don't know it yet. Emma says, is Ian living with someone else? Has he moved on from me? No, I don't think that he's moved on from you. There's definitely a feeling like this person's stuck on you. That's what I would say, Emma. Um, and do you realize that they're probably coming back because they still feel like this connection's very good? Retreat, time to disconnect from the world, a wedding. This situation involves a marriage. So there you go. Okay. Hashitia. I don't know how to say your name without me being really hard on that. So, Hashitia? Sitia? I think that's the nicest way to say it with, because I'm English, like, no, well, not English, and I'm Australian originally, but English is my first language and my only language. I can know a little bit in Spanish, but sometimes the way that I say things is very inappropriate. I apologize. And Sufian's current feelings for me, when will he contact me? There's definitely love for you. There's a very strong love. But do realize that he's not working on this connection. There's also a feeling of coldness and stillness. So do realize this might be a prolonged couple of months that this person's not going to contact you. Engagement, your love life is descending to a high level of commitment and reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So, do you give them time? Because it seems like there's coldness and stillness for a reason. Okay. Rika says, what would my person think about me and my personality after the ceremony when we go back to our separate homes? I think this person's just going to be going on normally. Yes, got it, bugger. Sorry for swearing. Blowing my nose and nothing coming out. So this person's not choosing to choose very much. I think that they're quite oblivious. I don't see any change in the way that they feel. They're just going to be naturally carrying on. This person's quite blasé. I do feel like it kind of like a feeling like you'd ask them about the ceremony and they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, it went well," you know? So, do you realize that they're just going to carry on? They're very calm. Very, very calm. Tandem says, when will I get divorce judgment? It's in the court for 2 years. Why is it taking so long? Any advice to speed up the process? That feels like it's court fees. It's also that you're not, that's kind of like you're letting go of control here. Um, but there's like overspending. Justice in reverse. It could be that the court is prolonged because everything's prolonged because of COVID. So do you realize that it couldn't be you? There's a feeling of giving up and walking away. Like, just be like, well, if this is not gonna, like, happen anytime soon, I'm just gonna be, like, doing my life. So coldness and stillness, this is going to probably take until the start of, like, where I am is spring, so this is going to be February until you really get the last announcement. You are manifesting this kind of change. New love's coming in for you. So I think proceed through your life and do realize that you might be like, well, like, if this divorce is not happening, then I'm not participating. Sometimes that can speed up the process, but do realize that it's because there's been a lot of rulings for and against. So I would proceed on. Do you realize that manifestation's in the cards for you? So I feel like early next year. Okay. Queen says, I wish you a good day ahead. It is nighttime, so it's probably not a little bit late to say good day, but it's winter also, so it's already dark. I do not like UK winters. They're not great. Can I get a yes or no? Did AN have dreams about me lately? You were like in their dream, for sure. I think that it's weird because they seem to have quite far out dreams lately. Lots of like things happen to them in their dreams. And you might be more like a background, right now instead of being the main character. So do you realize if they're recounting their dream, it would be more like, oh yeah, I had a weird dream. And you'd be like, oh yeah, did I go? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, they did dream of you though. Um, Snessa says, um, does N have feelings for me deep down somewhere, even a little bit? I feel like this person's manifesting this relationship, even though I don't feel like they have strong um connection with you right now, but they're growing and they're changing as a person, and I feel like their mental struggles are over. So I do see them manifesting this connection even though they don't know it yet, you know? Retreat is time to disconnect from the world and calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you bring you close together. So this person doesn't know completely. Like, they haven't got in love with you yet, but it's like they're still connected to you. Universe says, what's coming towards me in 2023, please? It feels like a lot of cooperation, a lot of communication. There's also a feeling that you are going to be stepping outside of things that you've known in the past and continuing on your journey without being caught down or bogged down with who you were in the past. You're going to be more extroverted. You're going to be more working on contacts that bring you closer to what you want. Surrender to the divine, and communication is the key. There you go. ISED says, when will I be in a relationship with Gemini? I'm waiting for his message. Has he blocked me? I don't think so. It's taking him a while to respond because his heart is healing, and he doesn't want to rush it because he is working a lot more on just like approaching you without looking slightly more like a creep, or like rushing too much into this. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. There you go. So Sexy Red says, good afternoon, I'm new. Will the Taurus and I move to Las Vegas? Is he serious about me? Okay. I don't know whether this person is going to move with you. This feels like they're very stubborn and they want to stay where they are. They do love you, but they don't understand why you're moving to Las Vegas. That feels like a push down between you both. Um, and there's a focus of like a temptation to look at the future when you should focus on the present. So do realize that. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, past life relationships, you've known each other before. So do realize that this person's probably very stubborn and doesn't want to move. So you might have to have a long distance relationship than being very close together, you know? Okay, Tina says, what will my next love be like? Very charismatic, very outgoing, very chaotic, and tends to be like a little bit more distractible. I feel like that's the case. Leadership qualities could be a manager, could be a little bit higher than that. They could be owning their own company, but overall they seem to be very on the board when it comes to work, and not so like organized when it comes out of work. You might have to remind them a lot. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world, and true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. So there you go. Kimberly says, how does Marshall feel about me? This person's caught up on how you feel right now. They're worried that they have broken this relationship, but they are needing to relax and rest when it comes to this. Sorry, guys. I'd be allergic to dust. I don't know. Something. So this person's really worried about how you feel. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in love life right now. Deception. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. It could be that they're saying that they're fine when they're not. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So there you go. Samira says, why did Baba say wife was here with him when he's separated? Where do I stand? This person sees a bigger picture and they are not really wanting to reciprocate with you. That's why they're telling you that they're still with their wife. Because they just, yeah, don't want to reciprocate your feelings. Mukund says, where is my love? I am single. There's a feeling like you're not controlling this, your love life. And you're letting this unfold naturally when you shouldn't. You should be in control. There's a feeling that you're getting too distracted and you're not focusing. You might be very different from what you're wanting right now. You're not in alignment with the romantic life that you seek. So there's a lot of things that I'm saying to you is like you might want it, but you're kind of pushing this away because you're not really in control of it. Your next possible connection is someone that you get married to. Yeah, you might be more wearing a false self mask in a relationship. You could be disguising a lot of yourself to get people to like you. Finances, career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, and make an effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. There you go. MA says, what is E Libra's thoughts and feelings about our connection after our conversation today? What is this person feeling after your conversations today? They're feeling like something's not going right for them, which is supposed to go right for them. There's a feeling of disconnection with what you've said because it's kind of not what they wanted, you know. So do realize that something that you said wasn't a way that they wanted it to go. Show the world the real you, and fiery climax approaches. They're also seeing a lot more options, so it could be something that they're trying to let go of and focus on the positive, but at the moment they're not feeling like the kind of conversation went well for them. No. Virgo says, does Jay Sag miss me and want to come back? You're definitely an option for them. They're seeing a bigger picture though. They're not imagining you. So it seems like they really put you on the back burner when it comes to life. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment and trust. Your situation's calling for you to have faith. So there you go. Asha says, will I work as anchor in a big TV news channel in coming times? I think no. Because I don't see like you showing your face. I think that you'd be more like a broadcaster, like a radio presenter than a TV presenter. There's kind of like something about your voice that's quite magnetic, quite chanting. Take time to breathe out. Don't let pride get in your way, okay? So question 2, current feelings of Oswald's Ali towards Eliza Fatima. There's positive vibes, tarot. It's feeling like this person doesn't want to give up this connection. They know that it's good, so they don't want to let it go. There's a feeling like this person's sharing a lot of their emotions, a lot of their feelings, but they're not getting listened to. So it feels like you're cutting them off. So they don't feel like they're listened to, even though they really love this connection. It's just that kind of, maybe they're being too subtle and you're not very a subtle person. Soulmate, this is your soulmate. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is in love with your love life. Work in your love life. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So those are the answers for you. Okay, so Fatin says, does Osman and me meant to be together and his be in a relationship soon? I don't think so. No, from the cards I would say no to this in general. Retreat, time to disconnect from the world, and you deserve love. You're lovable, okay? There you go. Old Soul says, is Aries my destined partner in life? There's 2 destined partners coming in for you. Both of those will match you very personally. I feel like your Aries is very emotional, and that could be something that you do not want. The other one is more like a fire sign, fire element. And so therefore you've got to choose which one you want, because both of them would be perfect partners for you. And your Aries, well, the person that you're asking for, I think it was Aries, wasn't it? Yes, Aries is you've got to retrain them to not be so emotional, because they're going to lean on you emotionally and you're going to break. Codependency, addictions that are affecting your romantic life. There could be a very codependent relationship right now. Release your ex. Time has come to clear your energy. So there you go. Oreo says, will Kay show his true feelings and stop beating around the bush? No. No, this person tends to just keep on beating around the bush. They're not focused on the present, they're focused on the future, so they don't, yeah, they won't. Why? Because life is a game for them. I think Oreo, they don't take things seriously. They're not really person that invests a lot in relationships. Well, not investing a lot in relationships, but they're not gonna stop beating around the bush. I think they're very obtuse, you know? Do they have the courage? For them, they don't know why people tend to converse about emotions or feelings. They might be more um detached. So they could be more like asexual. So for them, they don't understand why other people need to feel. You know, they might not be very close to their feelings whatsoever, very distanced. So there you go, Oreo. I hope that helps you. Chrissy says, will Kimberly become more famous and succeed as a young influencer? There's a feeling like this person will succeed, but later on they will walk away from this. So it feels like at the moment Kimberly will do well, but I don't think this life is like forever, you know. Jot, how are you? Nav says, what did Jazz feel and his intentions for you? Does it feel like this person is quite selfish when it comes to love? There's okay. This is why. So they tend to hold on to things because they're scared of the sky falling. So they just like um hold on to everything and they don't share, which is causing like some arguments or something to happen between you guys. And this person has no imagination when it comes to your connection whatsoever. So this person tends to catastrophize a lot. So that's why this relationship's not going to develop so as as well as you like, because this person's gotta kind of let go of a lot of things. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Very soon, clearly decide what you want, so it comes to you right now. And healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Does he love you? You're very welcome, Nav. Maria Ann says, will I fall in love this year? Yes. Yes. Those saying that it's been an emotional year, so do realize that your emotions are carrying on from what's happened in your past. But yeah, there's new love coming in for you, Maria. There's new love coming in for you. So a new person stirred your romantic feelings and chemistry. So there's a lot of like attraction here. So you will feel that kind of pull. So yeah, in general, yes to that question. So my future life partner reading, please. You're still stuck to the past. So that's why you're having so much trouble attracting like this person coming in. I think you're rushing too fast into a new connection. Like you have turned down someone in the past that you wanted, but there's a feeling like you're stuck to ex, stuck to that energy. So you need to let that go because you're overdoing it right now in relationships and not feeling like anybody's right for you because you're still comparing them to the person that you knew in the past. And this is like creating this kind of flip flop between you and what you want. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnerships and healing family issues. You'll love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Give me a second. I need to go and blow my nose in a second because that's the case. So I feel like at the moment you need to do this so you can move on, and then something else would take that place and someone would come in for you. Okay? Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm feeling very like like just overwhelmed right now. Give me a second. Arena says, what are Owen's ascendant sign? Leo Cancer. I will definitely answer that. So Arena says ascendant sign Leo Cancer. So are they ascendant Leo? Give me a second. It says no to that. Are they ascendant Cancer? They say perhaps, so it's not completely that. It might be slightly on the cusp, between like that kind of. I don't know why they say Leo. Yeah, so it's like on the cusp of Leo Cancer, but it's more Cancer. Mm. Yeah, so Cancer is the right one. So there you go, Arena. So we'll go and ask it. Yeah, it's Cancer. There you go. It's really bringing itself over there. It's not even looked at Leo once. Love yourself. Why does my partner have his snap score increase when they don't make streaks? Are they cheating on me? Who are they talking to, male or female, often? Well, it seems to be more female. I think this person's a friend though. Someone that they met while traveling that seems to be love yourself who they snap. someone they talk to a lot because they're talking about a lot about money. Like I feel like this is more influencer friend. So this is interesting because someone that they need to do like talk to because of work. Show the world the real you. Emotions are running high, but I don't feel like they're cheating on you. From this, it feels like more like someone that they ask for advice. Hello, Shreya. Jot says, it will Ashpreet marry me? Will Ashpreet marry you? There feels like this person's very disconnected when it comes to marriage. So do you realize that they might not really want to believe in marriage? Ace of Cups, they definitely love you though. Finances and career, financial issues that are affecting your love life right now, and that could be a very strong thing. For you, you need to release your ex. Time has come to clear the energy. So this could be what they're holding on to is you're still very close to your ex. You're very welcome, love yourself. Shreya says, what are S's Scorpio's attentions towards me, Taurus? That's a good match. That is a very, very good match. Apparently, Scorpios and Tauruses go together. Which is interesting because that's the same thing as me. I am Taurus. My partner is Scorpio. It's a very interesting relationship. Yeah, there's flirting, there is emotional love, there is a feeling of a cycle coming to close. So there's a feeling of that, but that means that they might find you a little bit more immature, a little bit more annoying. Scorpios tend to want to control everything, and Tauruses are stubborn, you know? So that can be the issues that come with your relationship is that, don't tell Tauruses what to do. We do not like it. We'll do it in our own time. Like we understand that, but we don't like being told what to do. Hello, Kai. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world and love yourself first. Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive. If I would say this Scorpio, they're definitely drawn and very attracted to you. Scorpios are normally control orientated. Mine tells me all the time what's going on. I'm like, you know what? I could still question this. Kai says, is Adam talking to another person or does he still actually like you? There's no excitement here. So this is existing relationship between you two. There's options, but this person's not choosing to take any. So they're still manifesting this relationship with you, but it's hard because they're still wanting to know what's out there, but they're still coming back to you. You're very welcome, Treya. It's safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all, and very soon clearly decide what you want so it comes to you right now. There you go. And Lord says, why was my director not at the meeting yesterday? I think they felt overspent, so they took time to recover. So at the moment, they might be taking a sabbatical or something, and they tended to let go a lot, so they might not be in as many meetings because they need to know they start stressing about the meetings and they realize that they don't need to be at as many meetings as they are. Miss Lovely says, what are Joseph's feelings towards you? There's temptation there. There's temptation to believe that this person's heart is still healing when it's not. You're very focused on this person, Miss Lovely. So they're feeling very judged by you. There's a feeling of anxiety. They're feeling very judged. A lot of this might be in their heads. You might not. And the tower moment. So you need to rebuild your connection again. You should not be anxious about the future, both of you, because everything's going to be good. It's just that at the moment they might have felt like a lot of things that happened between you guys was technically your fault. Before you get upset with them, that's usually how we feel. It's like it's not anything to do with us. It's to do with the other person. So do realize that that's the case. Don't get too upset with them. Heart-to-heart conversations honestly discuss your feelings with each other and make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So there you go. Okay. Sarah says, what is his tensions to me now? We broke up. Okay, so this person sees you as an option, but do realize they're still thinking about the past and they don't really want to continue that past with you. There's also a focus of like you being very focused on them and they know it, so they're not really focused on you because you're focused on it, you know. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment and reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So do you realize as soon as you let go of this really energy towards this person, they'll let go and you'll move on. Divine Soul says hello. When will I move in with ED his current feelings for me? It feels like this is going to take a while. There's a lot of things to sort out. This might come in early next year, but do realize that it's going to take them a while to figure it out. There's caring and protection. This person would like you to move in, but it's just the logisticals. And just focus on the future. But yeah, I do see you moving in together. Confidence is your key to success, and energy is gaining momentum. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, we're having problems with the internet. I might actually end it now, because it's saying that the internet is not receiving enough encoding. So I will come back tomorrow because it's just not working out. Luna, come back tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. I will come back and answer your stuff tomorrow. But love you lots.